Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mockingbird, and we are playing Anno 1800. We are checking out a new game, and we want to start a new campaign. I have no idea how this game works so far. I haven't played any, and yeah, let's take it from the beginner's level with some guidance, of course. And in single player, oh, there's multiplayer. Is there multiplayer? I don't know. Probably will be multiplayer. I don't know if there is a multiplayer campaign, which would be cool. We will play as this young lady. This fair lady. And choose our banner, which shows a bit piratey. Are we Asian pirates? I don't know. We can probably, this looks nice, this is also quite cute. Well, let's take this one, you're right. And, or do we have like some green? Let's take green, I don't like green. Let's change the two. This is Mockingbird. Feel free to subscribe and check out the sandbox videos. We'll start with the normal campaign, I think, because I never played before. But maybe we can upgrade later, who knows. I haven't tried this so far. So let's quickly check. Okay, everything going fine. So, hold shift for demolish tool, demolish different types of building at the same time. Okay, did you know investors, residents add influence? That's cool. Oh yeah, you can invest in the cities, I think. And opponent cities, and you can have like takeovers and stuff. Which is in of itself pretty nice. To add another layer of strategy, you can like take out components. Trading goes straight into the history. Okay, that's good too. Okay, lady in a trading post. Okay. But it looks very promising. I'm really like excited to see what they did here. Oh my god. Kickstarter. There we go.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left. Here it is. Just get... Sometimes you have to face the past to have... Here it is. Just get plenty.
Okay, let's drop some dynamite in the fishing ground, I presume.
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Go on, take that.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
Can we get another one? Wait, let's throw the stick down.
They're not expecting queen parrotfish. Anything with fins will do.
3 sharp
All
fish.
the blistered fish they could ever want.
Can we throw sticks of dynamite in? We should.
That
right.
burnt reek! Ugh. Fuera! I told you drifters before, rum don't grow on trees!
Well,
Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
I see. Oh, we did it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
Well then, let's go. And steamship. My god, this looks really lovely.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you.
All right. Looks like old Pop is in trouble. Wow, this looks nice. My
Is it
god.
really you, dearest sibling? I never
Oh,
dared
sister.
hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here.
It is city.
It's changed now.
I see.
The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
You said environmental issues? My god.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
He's dead now, my god.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like death claimed the wrong brother.
Oh,
No
brother.
matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself
We
scarce.
have an enemy already. Our sister. No, just kidding. The other dude.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father.
Have you now?
Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
All
This
right.
is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Well, well, well. I can see some foresting already. Sheep farming. Hopefully, chapter 1. The Tale of Two Brothers. Oh, this is
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
also her last of her
Let
funds.
Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family.
Good point. Build a marketplace.
We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
Where can we build? Can we build anywhere? What is this? It's like a ruin, dust. middle of nowhere. Yeah, let's try it. Farmer's residence.
You
Okay,
reached
but
a
I lost
new
the line.
milestone.
Wait a second, it's agriculture, isn't it? I think I'm doing dirt roads. Nice.
I checked the manifests. Not all our
2 out
facilities
of
are able to deliver the
10.
goods they produce. Please correct the situation.
I don't know. Want to be connected here or what? The road.
You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
That's a long ass way to deliver goods. I thought the marketplace would do it. Okay. We can't do anything except building those farmers markets.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits.
That's my brother, apparently. He sucks. Well, can't choose from him. It's like super dirty there. I see why some people like quiet there. 22 out of 50.
If only Father were here, he'd have known what to do.
Yeah. Leaving you for his alleged treasons, your Uncle Edward. Oh, he's the uncle, okay. He gets everything. Fending for house. How dare he? Glorification, game save, that's good. Warnings. Okay, attract more people. Well, we have land here. Lots of dirty land. And marketplaces, apparently.
See what slander Edvard Prince and Bright Sands.
Now let's check out how we can construct and deconstruct it.
Samuel's child, is
What?
it?
They have
Thank
newspapers?
heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
Mysteriously in prison. Mysteriously in prison. Yeah, come on. Iceland, Sail, Calamity, Edward the Savior. Damn bastard.
He twists every article in his favor at our and Father's expense.
Well, he's gonna get it. They really know how to fire someone up in a campaign, I have to say. So, every odds are against us, but we have a buttload of cash. This really is like quite cool. So we can build a sawmill and
Game
a
saved.
lumberjack. Apparently, right? No, that's a sawmill. Oh, there we go. Is the whole island ours? Can we build everywhere? It's 100%. Oh, I see. Let's go into the corner. Also, here. Building.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state.
Didn't sit on my hand.
So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
That's just mean. Office residence. fishery. Get some like free fish here. Why not? Leave a bit of space for who knows what. Go. It's like quite the huge distances, isn't it?
You need a warehouse, you do.
Getting up to production speed, nice. So far we should continue to connect those for villagers, of course. That's our income. We're losing income apparently. We are blocked from building there. Blocked, huh? Can we demolish this thing? More people, then I can demolish it. See, now I see. More people. Dirt road. Let's build some stuff here. I'm just building this square because I don't know how the fire situation is in this part.
I'll do.
It's like 90%, costs a bit of money. It's increasing. They have kept the 2-to-1 ratio, I presume. Workload should not so that good. Just pay others for it, yeah. Paying others a lot of money. And self-reliance is quite cool. In a way. Because otherwise we buy from our shitty uncle. Remain deeply weird. What is this? Welfare exhibition reserved by a happy population. Oh, it's nice. Area needed for next level. Deeply weird. Come on, that's something weird. Giving it our best here. Rural district, clear that one. Alright. How do I do it? I clicked on it and something's happening. It's
Mourning
gone.
is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling.
Oh, I should stick with it. Let's see.
It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
I did the fishery. Now I need more farmers stuff. And it's weird that I can just build. Where do I see my... Oh, there are my resources. I have wood. That's it. So this could be the town center. Shouldn't include the river that much. And we should build around it basically, you know?
Game saved.
Could be Main Street maybe. There we go, included those guys. Build a fishery. Isn't that a fishery? Oh, it's a blueprint. You can have blueprint. I didn't know that. Is a blueprint? Yes, yes. No warehouse. You see there. We go with the warehouse. That's where warehouses are needed. That's why you can build everywhere because we just need a warehouse. Put one next to it. Not too sure.
We're all
Yes.
full up.
Okay, no problem. Full of it. And we need the wood to do it, don't we? Shoot. It's one of those key mechanics, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's try to buy some. With 30 or something. That's so foolish. $20. 10. 10, we need 10. Alright. Let's buy a bit more than 10, but still. Are we buying it? Good. At least we're getting fish. And we're attracting farmers. Maybe they give
You
us like...
reached a new milestone.
Yeah, we have a village now. Yeah, that's good. Abandoned market district. There we go.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
Well, let's do it. Hopefully... Oh, we can get wood from this. That's
Everything
perfect.
you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue.
Indeed. And...
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest. And maybe wet their whistles.
Track more, build one...
I'm not going to say I didn't think it possible.
So, potato farms, that's nice. Oh, we have one industry already here. They have to be relocated then. Where's the smart place to put these builders? Do we build on the whole island? Yeah, we should. We don't have money at the beginning, so I would suggest we stick to here. So what do we need? Potato plants. There we go. How many do you need? And I can just go on. Or you need a way, don't you? This is nice. Need to... There we go. Now we can draw away and do the potato field. Shop leaving, and he has one potato in it. Let's see. 60 out of 72. That's what I wanted to know. So you are underhanded. This time. No, it should be good now. Shouldn't it? Oh, 3 more. Oh, I know. Yeah, there's still 3 that are missing.
Game saved.
Okay. Problem. Reach limit. Yeah, no. So just go away. Use. So now we have the Schnapps distillery, which would be quite cool to have next to it. Let's buy here. That's probably though. Oh, see, there is 100%, which is fine. Good to know. So it's probably like you need 2 and then you can never have too many potatoes. So let's start with the array. Check. go and do the potato fields.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
Oh, really? Is that how farming works? God. No, looks like perfect for him. Yes. So, one Schnapsitzer we have. Do we need a pub? Working both sheep farms. Ooh, that's a good one. We can make this into an industrial sector, maybe? Probably need more of these. Well, not now. Let's not think about it now, because we just need a pub. Where is the pub anyway? And we need to attract more villagers, I see. So, Schnapp supply. Oh, that's rising already. That's good. Well, let's go to the residence and build more residences. Easily done. Oh, there we go. God, we have so much cash. Look at it. We still are going strong with the cash. Then we're going minus 2. So, almost there. Goal achieved. Build a pub. How do I do that?
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
Repay what? How do I repay him?
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after father's death.
Is there some diplomatic thing? No. Okay, family
What do I
bonds.
see here? Little piles of dog lime.
So, objectives. So, although he now controls your father's assets, Uncle Edward is insisting you pay for your father's funeral. Hannah is willing to fully furthers, but hopes the supply of schnapps will make him go away. Have in storage for schnapps. How do I build a pub? Cover from the hard work. Okay, how do I do it? We could wait. Oh, there's the pub. I would wait with the pub, maybe? How big is the range of the pub? Oh, this is, those lines are all range. Let's see. That's quite good. But I would say we pay this one first. So how much do we have in storage? 4. 3. Not 4 yet. Ah, this is basically we sell this much. Yeah, just take it out.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat.
Damn you, old man.
Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
I agree.
I loathe the reek of lanolin, but if farmers' smocks are all you have...
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
Come on, are you surprised he demands more? He wants to kill us, basically, economically ruin us. You're surprised. How can it be? Oh, I lose it. definitely.
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Okay, have 4 workers. That's a new demand. My cousin's poor family. We're gonna find your cousin leading a mob in the vicinity of Edward's Great Exhibition Construct. Where could that be? Oh yeah, other island. Do we have a ship? Can just see? Yeah, we have.
Hurry, damn you! When will you show your family some gratitude?
Oh, that's his ship. Damn.
This city will be a credit to our family. You'll see.
Oh, maybe. So, workers' riot are probably here in the industrial part. Leading a mob in the Edward's Great. He's leading a mob. Oh, there he is. That's my cousin.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
Indeed, good one. Writing mob in Edward City. Should I select them or what? Oh yeah, I should select them. And they are all over the city, are they? Well, my first hint was that they're here somewhere. It's really like old London or something. God, it's just beautiful. Look at this city. I mean, my God, yeah, we can change the camera a bit. Have a bit of an angle.
I want to see the punching game.
No angry mob here. Oh, they don't let them in there. Pretty sure there is some mob here. That's probably the residents. Oh no, we should have a system somewhere. Find 5 writing. Well, that's one. Do they go in circles or what? Yeah, they get it. They're around here basically. Protesting basically. There's one. And the last one.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only we've no ship to get on board of.
That's correct.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor.
I'll take it.
Really, entirely marvelous to meet you.
Game saved.
Wow.
Everybody on board? Good. I shiver at the thought of staying here another second.
Shiver in timbers. So, let's row the boat.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
You dig it. This is quite mean. Oh, that's the Queen right next door.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
Hey.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown.
Is it?
And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
Indeed.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry, that old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
Indeed. You got a ship now. Nice. Nice to know. It's Edward. Can we think Edward?
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
These are all blue. Hey. Come on, Bill.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for
It's a
now,
whole
let's at
movement.
least house those workers.
Can't believe it. There's no difference. Okay, build this and there. Alright, but we have been going on for long enough, I think. And I thank you very much for joining me here. This is an awesome game. I will continue this in the next episode. See you next time. Mockingbird out.